54th win of the season for the San Antonio Spurs. It was a dominant one, 136-111, 25-point victory. They are 22-2 in their last 24 games since February 1st. And that same trio that had 20 or more against Indiana did it again against the Miami Heat. Victor Wembanyama, Dylan Harper, Keldon Johnson, of course, Steph Cass with 19 points and 6 helpers. This is Spurs Live. Chris Miles here with you from the Casillas Center. There were 6 players in double figures. As you saw, 3 players with 20 or more. And the Spurs get their 6th consecutive win. And now just one more victory, and they lock up a top 4 spot out west. Jacob, Sean, it was a dominant performance after that 10-0 run they went on in the second quarter, and they never looked back.
Yeah, the defense definitely got ratcheted up in that second half, led by the man, Victor Wembanyama, who had 5 blocks tonight. And when he has 5 or more blocks, Sean, the Spurs are 14-1, pretty much unbeatable.
Yeah, probably could have had more blocks, but had a lot of deterrals at the rim. I mean, a lot of guys got in there and decided otherwise. They didn't want to take a shot. Here's Norm Powell trying to beat him using the rim to protect his shot. Victor, that's after breaking up a drive on one end, comes back, gets and he's out there having a lot of fun, just throwing it up there to himself. I mean, he's his own pressure release. Normally you talk about a pressure release with point guards. You know, they get in trouble. You throw it up to your big guy. Victor throws it up to himself lots of times, off the glass. Maybe he's a little off balance, that one there. He throws it up there and he goes back and he gets his own rebound. He's just something that is otherworldly right now. And what he's doing, like I said, on both ends of the floor, no other player in this league is doing that. Not even close.
No, absolutely. And I point to the rebounding advantage. Tonight it was, what was it, 37 for Miami, 62. I mean, that's big. In the playoffs, when things slow down, you need to rebound.
Yeah, you have to get every board. You have to give yourself second opportunities as well. You got to have great defensive stands and then clean up the mess. And our guys did that splendidly tonight in that second half. In the third quarter, there were so many times that Miami Heat, it was one-and-done basketball. They'd shoot a shot, get in the lane, maybe Victor would deter them, throw something off the glass, and that was it. There were no second or third opportunities, no offensive rebounds. So our guys were locked in, and it's great to see because you always worry when you come to this city. There's the New York flu, there's the Miami flu, there's the LA flu, and we all know what that's about. If you've been around the league, that's going out, staying out too long, having too much fun in the city, and then you're not ready to play. And that happens to so many teams. Not to our guys tonight. They were locked in.
No, they were locked in for sure, setting the tone for this 3-game road trip, which when you looked at it at the start, you know, a play-in team, a team that is frankly really struggling, trying to lose games. They want a good draft pick in the Memphis Grizzlies, and then Milwaukee, which has kind of been up and down with Giannis in and out of the lineup. So you start the road trip off right.
Yeah, so you owe Memphis one because you lost a heartbreaker in Memphis earlier this year, a game that our guys should have won and, you know, ultimately could come back to bite them in the standings if you don't catch Oklahoma City. They were without Ja Morant that game and somehow found a way to win that one, and so our guys owe them. And then you talk about Miami and that whole situation with Giannis. It's just been kind of a mess all year long. I don't think Giannis really has anything to do with that. I think it's the media creating stories. Does he want to stay? Does he want to go? And now he wants to continue to play even though he's coming back from injury, and then you hear that management doesn't want him to play. And so a little discombobulated over there. So that will be interesting as well. 6
more wins, and this team has 60.
And this is one on my calendar I wasn't sure. I put as a maybe when I was going through the numbers. A convincing, overwhelming performance, a dominant win. So, you know, I'm not going to get ahead of myself because strange things can happen, but I think 60 is well within reach.
Next year, how about you get one of these suits and we wear it together?
Probably not. Probably not.
Well,
somebody told me that was
real men wear salmon.
Okay. All right. I don't even know what to say to that. Sounds like
for the Spurs, winners of 21 of their last 23, only behind OKC in the West, a team they have beaten 4 of the last 5 times they have played them. Wemby and the Spurs playing Miami tonight. Every game important for the Heat. 11 games to go, currently sitting 9th in the East, 1 game away, though, from avoiding the play-in tournament altogether. Miami's captain, Bam Adebayo, chatted with Jordan Cornette earlier today.
Bam, you guys are in the midst of a 4-game losing streak, but the remedy, you bring in a healthy rotation, you get some guys back tonight. How does that enhance, hopefully, the performance this evening?
I mean, it's always good to get healthy bodies back. You know, you get guys, you know, that had a couple rest days, so they're full of energy, and we need that tonight.
A historic March for you individually, my friend. 83-point milestone, the rare air. It's been widely documented. Then, most recently in the Houston loss, you go for 32 and 21. What's enabled you to take your game to another level?
Just being consistent in my work. And then, obviously, we're trying to get out of this play-in, so, you know, trying to do everything you can to get us out of that part.
Must-see TV tonight. It's the Heat versus the Spurs, and with that comes Bam versus Wemby. I know you welcome the tough assignment. He poses quite a challenge. What type of challenge does he present?
I mean, he's 7'6" to start, but obviously he can score in many different ways, and my job is to make it difficult.
It's that simple. Bam, we appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight.
Yes, sir.
What makes him tough? He's tall and skilled. Brian Scalabrine, Evan Turner, Ahmed Fareed. He has made Bam Adebayo 5 all-defensive NBA teams in his career.
Yep.
Eric Spoelstra recently said that if they keep playing defense the way they've been playing, it's a 2-man race for Defensive Player of the Year. Wemby and the guy that you just saw talk.
All right, we need a best friend, a girlfriend, a homie, a lawyer, a finance advisor, an assistant. That supports us like Eric Spoelstra supports Bam Adebayo.
Can someone love me like that?
Yeah. I'm gonna call my mom and be like, you know what? You've been slacking.
Okay, all right, I get that. Dangerous, though. Dangerous team, though. You face them in the play-on or a playoff series, they could be very dangerous because the Heat.
Did you watch him play Cleveland last year? Did you watch him get beat by 60? They're not a dangerous team.
But have you seen Norman Powell play this year? First-year All-Star, DT.
1,000% first-year All-Star three-point competition participant.
Got him off the bench.
And now he's newly off the bench. So one thing that's occurring when you need to work your way out the mud, you need veteran leadership. And I think with the second unit, Norman Powell needs to be who he always been. Energy guy that can get buckets, make something happen, but also, too, just set the tone. And with these young guys, he needs to step up for that second unit and be who he's been. You see him get into the post. Over the years, he's been driving those closeouts, and now he keeps getting better and better passing the ball. And that second unit really needs to manufacture some type of offense and keep playing at a high level. And then once again, be an end-of-shot clock type of guy. Get a bucket when you absolutely need it. And they need everything they can get. And from there, right now I've been paying attention to this, the chemistry between Tyler Hero and Norman Powell, they need to make sure they rev it up right before the playoffs hit so they can have the best chance to make it to that second round. And you know what I mean? Try to right their wrongs.
I love Norman Powell. I like Tyler Hero. I like Bam Adebayo. I don't understand why the Heat are 1 game above 500.
It's Heat culture, baby. And Bam Adebayo, impressively, he's one of 3 people shooting over 39% from the 3 in the past 5 years. So Norman Powell's unreal.
They have talent. I think they should be better. They play fast. They play defense. They do everything right. They share the ball. Then why are they outscored by 20 in a quarter after outscoring a team by 10 in the first?
We just said it's not about the X's and O's, baby. It's about the Jimmys and Joes. Sometimes that endurance just wear out. That game is too long.
Yeah, you see glimpses, though. You see glimpses with this team.
Yeah, sometimes they look amazing.
And don't you think in a playoff series, Eric Spoelstra can figure it out and make them a very tough out?
I don't know. I don't believe in this team right now. I just don't. I just think they should be better than they are. They're not consistent, and they're not consistent in game. Not a bad week and another good week. They're not consistent from first quarter to third quarter. That's not good.
Yeah, I even brought up the situation from Charlotte not being bad, but their game was close up until the third quarter, and then they had no clue what went on. They lost the game by 20-plus points.
It was 42-17 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Come on.
Versus
Spurs, 2 at the Cavs coming up. If they win 2 out of those 3, are you starting to be convinced? Would you?
No, give me 2 weeks. I'll be back here in 2 weeks. I'll let you know. But right now, they are not on my list of a team that's even dangerous.
Okay, all right. Let's go over to the Spurs. Clearly a dangerous team here. Ahead of schedule. Are we buying that they can skip these steps, ET? They haven't made the playoffs yet, haven't won a playoff game, but now can make a run to the finals?
No, 1,000%. Like we said, anytime you have arguably the most dominant player in basketball, defensively and what he can do offensively. You're not even talking about him, but this team has been unbelievable in the past 3-4 weeks shooting from the three. Offensively, they've been clicking on all cylinders. A couple weeks ago, they had a 40 assist game with 24 threes. Prior to that, they have some of the best shooters, and I think when it slows down to a half-court